Hey y'all, welcome
Hi.
back. If you're a returning watcher, if you are new, welcome.
Yes,
Thank you for
welcome.
finding us. We are knitting in our jeans, and this
Thank
is
you.
going to be a bit of a shorter episode because currently we are getting ready for New Year's Eve.
And I've got a hair in my eye that I can't.
You do.
Yes, whatever.
It's okay.
Anyway.
So I'm Liz, if you don't remember.
Or are
Liz
meeting
for
me
you.
for the first time.
Or are meeting me for the first time.
Yeah.
Toolizzforyou on Instagram and Ravelry.
And I'm Carolyn. I am cpredmor on Ravelry and Instagram, but mostly knitting in our jeans on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the time I remember to put a -C and sometimes not. Oh well.
It's fine. So it's
and yes,
New
the
Year's.
party's at my house, and this knitting room has
Everything.
just exploded.
Because
Everything
no
from-
one is going to come in here.
No. We are putting all the visitors' coats down in the coat closet. All our coats are up in the extra bedroom.
I'm going to put Sarah's bag in here as well.
Yes.
So my
this
purse
room
and my
is
best friend's purse come up here.
off limits. All my knitting. I haven't unpacked from Christmas yet.
No, because she wore that for Christmas Eve and was
couldn't
like, I
find
want
it.
to wear that dress. And I was like, you mean the dress you wore for Christmas Eve? And she goes, oh!
I know where that is.
And I was like, glad I'm here.
Yeah, really. It's just been my father-in-law was sick on Christmas. We then had to stay an extra day down in Alexandria. We got him home and had office hours that night. That was Tuesday night.
Mhm.
Wednesday, my husband was deathly ill and was sick for 2 days. So it's been a little crazy around here.
Yeah.
So my study just looks like it threw up yarn. It's not yarn barf. No. It's
no.
all, but things have been kicked and moved and all
Mhm.
kinds of stuff. So
Which is reasonable.
there's going to be a lot of picking up tomorrow and packing since we're going to be going to St. Thomas on Tuesday.
Mhm.
So I'm going to unpack one suitcase. I was going to try to stay with the little suitcase. We'll see. We're taking fins and masks. I think I may need my slightly bigger bag.
I think you might need the this russet one and rust one for your fins.
If they'll fit. Maybe I may
think
have to
that
take
one.
the bigger bag.
I think you can make
We'll
it in
see.
that one.
And then I've figured out 4 projects I want to take with me. So a pair of
Okay.
socks,
Mm-hmm.
my blue owl, which
Okay.
is around here someplace in a bag. I think it's over there.
We'll
in the
find
bag.
it
We'll
at
find
some
it.
point.
Yes.
As we said, this is going to be a bit truncated because we have people
And
showing up
So
in
the baby sweater
2.5
that I
hours.
started.
no, not 2.5 hours, an hour and a half.
An hour and a half. Baby sweater. There's one more. The sock cast on.
So you have the sock, you have
Sock,
your
baby
owl,
sweater,
baby
owl.
sweater.
Baby sweater. When I wanted to bring the sweater, I'm designing. So 5.
Okay.
5 things.
Socks, baby sweater, owl,
Sweater.
sweater you're designing. That's 4.
Okay. It's a little crazy around here. I've been up since 6.
I have not, but we also decided to decamp. So I have friends in from out of town. So my best friend from college and my boyfriend's best friend from when they were younger, so like I guess high school,
Yes.
are married, which is how we met, if you
Yes.
have not heard that story yet. And so they are here, which is wonderful and lovely, and I'm so glad to have
But
them.
we left them downstairs
But we left
to
all of them
decorate-
downstairs
decorate the house
to decorate and finish cooking.
while we talk to you all.
And so usually last year specifically, we cooked everything at my apartment and then brought it over here. This year we thought it might be a bit smarter to
Cook here.
here since we wanted to use both of the crock pots that I have and the air fryer. And actually, it's worked out
I think
really
it's worked out really well. Yes.
I think
Yes.
as concerned as I was about like taking over your space because we brought it in the crock pots and
I think
we
it was
only
fine.
used the 2 pots on the stove. So I mean,
I think it's fine.
I
We've
think
got-
it worked out really
We've
well.
got beef ribs that are done.
Beef ribs that are done. We've got chicken that is
It's
going to
cooking.
go in. Oh, it went in?
It went in.
Okay.
I was just wrapping prosciutto around melon.
Mm-hmm.
We've got fresh shrimp. We've got bang bang shrimp. We've got mac and cheese. We've got other things.
And we've got
coming.
meatballs.
Meatballs.
And we've got veggies. We've got everything.
Yes. So if you're in the East Meadow area, just
come on
stop
down.
by.
You know, give a Instagram direct message me and we'll
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah. So
But
anyway,
yeah. So
I got something done.
what
this
did you
week.
get done?
I got my Thrummed mittens. I cannot believe how prescient I was and deciding to work on these
I
rather than finish
know.
the pair of socks, I went out in the snowfall yesterday to do all my buying, and I never felt the cold in these things. And then I put a buttonhole in.
Nice.
So
I forgot to put the buttonhole in.
This is for my. I text with my finger,
Mm-hmm.
not my thumb. I have too much of a knitter's thumb to do that. Sorry. So that is, and then I pull it in, but you can see all the fleece on the inside. It is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, I'm so glad I did these.
That's phenomenal.
Yes. Now, but I brought in my Howl that you haven't. I don't think you've seen.
We might have seen.
So yesterday, this was my outfit.
Good.
Yes.
I had my All the Shades of Villanova wrapped around me 3 times. So I had little ends hanging here, and then I had like 3 layers around my face like this, and then I had a hat on my head. I had the Swedish or the like Nordic language one, the color work one.
I'm ready.
You are so ready.
I'm so ready.
But I had like the Nordic, the one with the big flowers that I finished earlier this year. I wore that, and I had my Villanova scarf up to here. It was great.
So these are great. These are absolutely wonderful.
Guess what I cast on, though, this week, because I decided I need actual mittens because it's 20 degrees or lower here. So I cast on... I should, but these are just like... They're so lovely. They're Canon by Nerd Girl Yarns in...
Nice.
Dabbled in Anarchy... Something like that. Really Dabbling in Anarchy. They're the Pinate pattern. The pattern doesn't really show well in the colorway, but I really like it. I like the texture.
It's really pretty.
And I tried to put the chromium from Neighborhood in the tip of the mitt.
I see it.
You can see it, but it does not conduct enough for
I think you'd have to do
all
chromium.
Yeah, I might do that on the tip of the thumb.
All right, see how it goes.
I might do that, and then I'm thinking about doing, like, a double, like, inner pad, and then, I mean, we'll see. But I don't care. It's been so cold this week going to work that
it's very cold.
I need my fingers covered.
It's very cold.
I mean, I wore 2 pairs of leggings, or at least leggings under pants, the entire week. And then I managed to wear like 2 sets of gloves the day it was 13 degrees. It's been bad. But I'm working on the second one.
Good.
I thought I would have the second one done. I do not. But that's okay. But that's all the knitting I've been doing.
I finished this hat and then decided that the brim was too short. I have too much hair.
You do. Oh, but it's really pretty.
It's really pretty. So what I did was I picked up where I start my cast on, and I can see what people say about it being just half a stitch over, but I figure I'm going to double it and then bring it back up again so that you'll never see that. Yeah, you'll never see that. So that I got to do another like 3 inches, but I like it, and I think it'll be really nice with my new coat. Yeah. But this brim has to be. Actually, I think I may want to have it 3 inches. That might bring an inch here, and 2 inches, or maybe 4 inches, so that it makes a 2.5-inch brim. Mm-hmm. But I really like it. What I don't like, I found out, is I don't like doing hats from the bottom up. It really hurts my hands by the time I get up here.
Does not matter what size the yarn is, because that's fingering weight, isn't it? Or is it DK?
No, it's finger.
So
it's a beautiful hat. I really love it. This is the Norland. I forget by who.
But it's out of Neighborhood, right?
Yes. And it's up on my Ravelry page. Mm-hmm. So anyway, it's almost done. I'm going to work on this after the party, and I'll work on it tomorrow in between doing laundry and packing and all that. Mm-hmm. And I think I could probably finish it tomorrow and get that done and off the needles. And then, as I said, I've got those 4 projects, maybe 5, depending on how one counts, to take with me, and I'll wind all that yarn and get that going. I'm going to make sure I propose my owl at 3 a.m. this morning, because I'll be up.
Yeah, you will.
I'll be cleaning up or doing something. We will not be podcasting next week.
No.
The following week is Vogue.
The following week is Vogue.
Then we will be podcasting the following week.
And keep an eye out on the Instagram because we might be doing something with Indie Untangled and Stephanie of
we have to wait and see what
Fibers.
our facilities are.
Yeah.
But
so
we didn't want to leave you hanging because we had promised you a podcast this week.
And I'm not sure if I mentioned it last week, but I finished my grandfather's sweater.
Yes.
With minutes to spare. Not really. I got 3 hours of sleep on Christmas night, like the night into Christmas.
Christmas Eve.
So Christmas Eve. I'm calling it Christmas because I went to bed at 5:30.
Yeah.
And then I had 6 to 18 rows left to do of the ribbing. And so we opened gifts. I sat down on the floor. I told my grandmother I am functioning on 3 hours of sleep to finish this. And she goes, "Oh, you didn't have to do that?" And I'm like, "Oh, really? Because if I hadn't done it, you would have made a comment."
Yeah.
So we all know that the sweater I made my grandfather is smaller than the size of sweater I would make for myself.
Yes.
So my grandfather was not feeling up to changing out of his cardigan and putting on the new cardigans. But he appreciated them.
Yes.
We know that. So I try it on to show my grandmother the beautiful detail work on the back and on the fronts.
She says.
And she says to me, "Oh, that's a little small."
We said, "Grandpa's small too."
My exact response was, "Well, he's smaller than I am."
Yeah.
I almost cried. Because I was just done. So
My
done.
My mother was not in a good mood on Christmas.
But it was okay. I think she still appreciated it.
I think so.
But because I was so over knitting, I did not get the second grandfather sweater completely finished for this week, which was the hope. It's just not. My hands. Every time I thought about it, my hands started to hurt. And it's nothing against the yarn, and it's nothing against the pattern.
It's just doing so much knitting.
Also, the fact that it's dark, that yarn is dark, and yes,
needs a bright light,
and yes, the next part of the Gramps sweater is all of the contrast color stuff, but I then have to figure out how I want to install the zipper and all of that stuff. So I kind of want to wait until Vogue Knitting Live time to kind of get that handled, because then my brain hopefully will be less frazzled. So instead, I picked up my Famous Women Stitch Along, which we all know I have fallen woefully behind on, considering it's going to be 2018 in, 6 hours. And I have January and part of February done of the 2017. Note, I did not say I signed up for the 2018. I have not even bought it. Legendary Creatures.
Oh.
It's really cute. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stay strong.
Legendary creatures. What kind of creatures?
They have not announced any yet, but the promo image is a Medusa. It's a legendary creatures alphabet sampler type of thing.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Why don't we wait until they're 2 or 3 months out, and then we can decide.
We can decide.
So this is Virginia Woolf, and this will be Marie Curie. I wanted to be doing something while watching TV with my boyfriend while he's here. It was just too much to bring out the knitting. And then it was way too freaking cold. So I started my mitts. And as you can see, I've done all but the thumbs because I want to get the majority of the mitts done.
Yeah.
And then I can figure out how I want to do
Well, you can always wear them
the
like
thumbs.
this anyway.
I know. Well, and I'm thinking if I do the chromium as the tips of the thumbs, that'll be fine. I'm worried about the fact that it's so...
If it conducts the electricity, it'll conduct temperature.
Yeah, exactly. So that.
anyway.
Oh, and so I didn't tell you all, but the Nerd Girls, we ran a mini...
Swap?
No, just a mini kind of... collective, a mini... I don't remember what we called it now. My brain is failing me. It's a mini co-op? Yes, mini co-op. So, essentially one of the girls bought skeins of the yarn, full skeins, and then made minis out of them. So this is my set of Avengers minis and Wonder Woman.
Nice.
So we have Thor, Captain America, Hulk, Doctor Strange, Wonder Woman, yes, we know, Iron Man, and Deadpool.
Nice.
Jimmy Tongas. So I'm thinking of making one of the Josh Ricks mini pattern out of it, because I'm also really tempted to figure out how to fade
Interesting.
it, but I also really want to figure out how to do that with a Hawkeye and a Black Widow instead, because, you know, Avengers. But we'll see. But I just thought they were really cute, and they arrived yesterday, and it was very exciting.
I will, if we have any kind of internet reception, I will try to send some pictures to Instagram from the boat to keep you all, letting you know that I haven't forgotten you all.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and then show them the stand you got me.
Oh.
Or, yeah, I ordered it. Or you
ordered and you paid me back for.
Yes.
So, soon, Mom will be able to do some on-location things, or when we do examples of things, we can just put the phone on here. So it's called a Gorilla Pod. So it has a connector, but it's for like a camera. So they're harmonizing to something that is buzzing downstairs.
All right, well, we need to get going.
It bends around anything.
It's going to be great.
And it can stand there.
So once we get the thing that holds my phone, I'll be able to
which should arrive at my house today before 8 p.m., but it did not arrive before 1 p.m., which is when we decamped to my parents.
This is very exciting.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Super exciting.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So anyway, I know it's a short podcast, but we've got people downstairs, and I've got a wrap prosciutto. But we didn't want to leave you hanging. No. We won't be talking to you next week. We will be putting up some Instagrams, and then we will be talking probably maybe twice that following weekend, because we did that the last time. There were so many exciting things at Vogue Live that it's hard just to talk about at once. So with that, I think we're going to have to say, weave in those ends.
Yep.
Bye.
Talk to you later. Bye.